guys. I'm going to take you through my process. I'm not sure, I'm experimenting with a page size, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. I asked AI about my repeats, so I'm trying something out that it had suggested, so we'll see. Anyway, but this is how I set up a half drop pattern. Okay, whatever size my canvas is, I'm dividing things by half. So it doesn't really matter what you start off with as long as you're dividing it the same way each time. So let's get started. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, okay, this page setup that I've got here, I needed, let's see, this is set up as 1800 by 2400 pixels at 300 dpi, okay? And I'm using the color profile of CMYK. What I'm going to do here is I am going to fill this layer. I clicked on it and chose fill layer, and then I'm going to click this arrow key. Arrow right there, not arrow key, arrow there. And then I'm going to click this top left-hand button, tap it, and then see where it says 1800. Okay, whatever number is in that top left-hand corner, you're going to divide it by 2. It doesn't matter what number it is, as long as you're dividing it by 2. What we're doing is we're breaking this into quadrants. And so what that did, this little chain right here is linked to keep it proportional. As long as that is clicked and highlighted in blue, it's going to stay proportional. So I just divided that by 2 and it scaled the whole thing down that size. So once it does that, I'm going to come back over here to my layers and I'm going to tap on that and click select. Click on save and load at the bottom and click the plus button to add. So I've got my selection 1. Okay, now I'm going to click on that shape tool, come back over here, and I'm going to 3-finger swipe to clear the layer, or I can tap on the layer and just hit clear. I'm going to fill that layer again. I'm going to click over here on the arrow key. I'm going to I use the 2 fingers to move my canvas around, and I'm coming down here in the bottom left-hand corner, and I'm tapping right there on the bottom left-hand corner, leaving it proportional. See how the chain is still blue? And I'm going to divide it by 2 again, 900. And I'm going to click on the layers, tap it once, click select, and then at the bottom, hit save and load and hit the plus sign. Added another selection. Then I'm click over here, click back on the shape tool to deselect. And I'm 3-finger swiping, tapping that once, click on fill layer, click on the arrow button, and this time, okay, we're creating a half drop pattern. And what a half drop pattern does is it takes your initial design, and then the next tile is going to be like it right here. See how this one hits here? Well, it's going to take that same thing and it's going to meet right here, okay? And so we're setting it up so that it can hit here. So, so this side of the design right over here is going to meet up with this side of the design. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not explaining that real well. You'll see in a minute. I'm going to fill this layer again, click on the arrow key, and this time we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to tap the dot over here in the right-hand corner, and we're going to take off the chain thing this time, okay? And this time we're going to divide it by 2 still, but we're leaving that 2400 the length of the full thing. So we're going to come back over here at 1800, do 900 again, and see, instead of shrinking it down like it did earlier, now it's just splitting it down the middle. So I'm going to select that, save and load, and add that. Okay, now I tap on the shape tool, 3-finger swipe to clear my canvas, tap once, fill the layer, tap the arrow key once, I mean, not arrow key, you know what I mean, the arrow at the top. And tap this top little button right there, the little top node. And at the top, we're going to deselect the, this in the middle. Instead of doing the 1800 thing, we're going to come over here to the 2400 column. And this time, we're going to type in 1200 over here. That's half of that. And it highlighted the top half of our board. And then we're going to click on the layers menu. We're going to tap it once and hit select, save and load, and add. Okay. Then I'm going to click hit the shape tool again. I'm going to 3-finger swipe it to clear it. I'm going to tap there, hit the layer, fill the layer again, arrow key. I keep on saying arrow key, the arrow. We're going to tap the arrow on the top of the screen. And we're going to tap that little node at the bottom of the screen. And we're going to deselect the chain. And in the 2400, where it says that one on that side, we're going to divide that by 2, which is 1200. It's going to break our thing into half. We're going to click on that little layers menu, tap it once, select it, and save and load, and add it. And then we're done with our little template setup. What you can do now is you can get out of this, and you can actually hit select and duplicate that so that you don't mess it up. And that you can save that as like a template where you just keep it plain, and then you'll have this little thing set up in anytime you want to do another design like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to change my background color. I don't like a bright color. I like black when I'm looking at things. Okay, I've got some of my little leaves over here. One of my little leaf brushes. Let's see, I'm going to go over here and actually, I'm going to play with a new one I've got out here. I don't want it to multiply it that many times. Okay, that one does pretty good. Actually, I want it just to do one. I wonder if I have that. Hold on a second. Give me just a second to... Okay, that one works. That's what I want. Okay, so now I've got this brush set up. So whenever I hit it, it's gonna, it's using the same color over and over and over. I don't have the color changing on this one, do I? Yeah, it does. Okay, so see when I tap it, it changes colors each time. I just couldn't tell that it was doing that. It's just staying in a muted palette because I've got it on these two colors. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to use this this brush. I'm going to create layers, and every time I tap, oops, it went off the edge, and I don't want it to go off the edge. I'm just going to create a few different layers with different size leaves. Click and tap it. Oops. I want them to all be a little bit different. I'd really like them to be different colors, but it's not giving me a big variety for some reason. I'll have to choose a better one if I redo this. Oh. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to do one of these at a time. I'm going to just reorganize my leaves a little bit. I'm going to put this one here. I'm really wanting more variety in this design that I'm getting with this, but okay, so I'm just coming in here and moving these leaves around. Okay, let's see. I might need to move this one down a little bit. Okay. And I'm just moving things around a little bit. So I've got all these layers this way. Okay. I want to make sure my other stuff kind of meets up with my design. So what I'm going to do now, okay, I've got these 4 on layers, and then I've got these 2 that I'm not using yet. Okay, I'm going to click to add another layer. I'm going to fill this layer, and I'm going to deselect it so that it doesn't show that way, but so that I've still got it selected. See how it's blue? I am going to highlight all these other layers that are that are checked, because I'm using those 4 layers. I'm not going to select the ones that I haven't used yet. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to click on this save, the shape tool, and I'm going to click down here on save and load, and I'm going to go down to that first thing I did, the first quadrant, and I'm going to click the arrow, and I'm going to flip it horizontally, and I'm going to flip it vertically. And then I'm going to click on the arrow to deselect. Then I'm going to click on that shape tool again, save and load, and go to the next one, selection 2. Click the arrow, click on the horizontal, click on vertical, click on the shape tool, click on the shape tool again, save and load. Now I'm going to go to 3. Click the arrow tool, horizontal, vertical. Now I have moved all of the parts of the design around, and now they will meet up in a half drop formation the way they're set up now. I'm going to bring one of those other leaves in that I didn't use earlier, and I'll place it more in the middle of the screen, because this is what would have been along the edge, but this will make it meet properly by putting it in here now the way I'm doing it. And let's see, actually I'm going to put that one in the middle, I think, and then do that instead, maybe. Okay. I'm going to move that one again. Let's see what we can do with that one. I really don't know why I don't have more colors on this. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't. I'm going to add another. Oops. Let's keep on going until I get something that looks a little bit different. At least we'll have a dark one. And I'm going to do another one, new layer, and I'm going to tap over here. I'm going to wait till I get, there's one that's a little bit different color. Okay, I know that doesn't look real different, but it'll be different enough for what our purpose is, what we need. Let's see if we can get that in there. Okay, now, okay, we've got this black as the background. I kind of like it with these. I'm going to go to this wrench tool, do copy canvas, and I'm going to paste it because I want to have that whole layer, whole design all together. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it over here. I'm going to hit the 3 dots, split view. I'm going to come over here to, oops, you shouldn't be seeing all that. Oops. Let's go over here to Suziness Designs. That's not what I meant to do. Let's get a free seamless, the Amanda Grace pattern tester at AmandaGraceDesign.com. I appreciate her and her little pattern tester. This lets me test my half drop patterns. Okay, see right now it's lining up straight, but if I click on half drop, bam, now I have a half drop pattern, and that doesn't look half bad. It's a nice little feel to it. So I've created a half drop pattern. Something I've liked to do lately, I like to go in here and just do this type of pattern, and then I like to go in there and just add other little things. Let's do something like, add some more little things in here. I like to fill in the spaces with something smaller and different. Okay, let's just put one out here and just shrink it down and put it over here. Add another layer. Don't want to go off the board. Make it small. Make it like this. Okay. I'm liking that. It's got a nice little feel to it. Okay, so let's try that copy canvas and paste it, and let's test it again. Let's see what this one looks like. I like it. I kind of liked it better the other way, though. I don't know if I like it as much like that. It is kind of nice. Probably looks better when it's... Let's see, I had that lower resolution. Let's make it higher resolution, maybe. You know, that'll make it look better for me. Yeah, that made it look better. That was part of the problem. Okay, now that I've got like this, I want to show you what you can do. Now that I've created this little pattern, what I can do is I want to teach you a little something. Come over here to this little magic wand tool and come down here to gradient map and try to check this out. You can create different gradient maps and using different palettes, and I can change that whole design up. See what I just did there? Pretty nifty, huh? Wow, isn't that fun? Look what I can do. I just changed that whole design and made it totally different, didn't I? Did you know you could do that? No, you didn't, did you? I didn't think you did. Yeah, it's pretty nifty. But yeah, you can play around with different color palettes and get something you like. And see, it depends on where you drag this value, whatever, where it is, it affects different values wherever the color is. Like, if I pull it over here, it'll be different. So you never really know exactly what it's going to do. See, look, I got something totally different. I can have a colorful one with lots of different colors. Anyway, you can just play with it like this, and however you want to do it. So I just thought you would think that was cool. Like, I think it's cool. I bet you're tickled, aren't you? I bet you are. I think it's pretty darn neat. But see all the different, this is just one color palette. I mean, can you imagine all the different color palettes you can try with this here? Let's do this one. Let's get it the way we want it. I like this kind of butternut kind of color, acorny. Maybe, I don't know what color you'd call that. Maybe I'm just going to mess with this a little bit more. Just playing around with it just to see. I'm going to undo. I'm using my 2-finger taps to kind of undo to get back to where it's not really working for me that way. Let's see. I just wanted to see what the colors were looking like. I don't like that one. Let's try a different thing though. Oh, let's go back over here and copy and paste our copy canvas and paste. Let's do the same one. Look how different this is though. I want you to note, look, we took that to that. Isn't that wild? Okay, I'm going to duplicate that layer. We're going to go and do another gradient map. Instead of this one, I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to come choose a different one, something else. Look, here's something with purples and blues and stuff. I can duplicate it, and I can mess with it and just adjust it just a little bit, you know, and just get it. Let's say I didn't want the blue. Let's say I wanted something more orange. Something I can do that. Ooh, yeah, that's fun. I like the blue and oranges together. Yeah, that's neat. Instead of the white, can we get something a little bit, yeah, more in the color scheme of things. This white, starch. Yeah, how about that? It's pretty neat, huh? Let's duplicate that other one again, the green one and black one, the original. I'm gonna duplicate it a few times. And let's go to the gradient map, and let's go see what else we can do. Let's go pull up another one. Look and see. You can have some that you already have set up. Like this is some that the system set up, this mocha one. You know, it looks pretty good actually. I like this. I think it's pretty good just the way it is. I'm gonna modify it though. Here, let's do it again. Gradient map, and take this mocha. And I'm gonna look at there. Totally changed it up, huh? And we can just play around with this and get it the way you want it. I don't like how the I don't remember what the original mocha thing looked like anymore. What did it look like? Oh, it looked like that, so it's totally different. Okay. But let's try another one. Gradient map. Oops, I don't have this selected. Gradient map. Come in here, let's choose a different one. Let's do one of the ones I had created. I had created some different ones. Some different fall color ones. It's fun to see all the different kind of things you can do. And these are some that the system created, then I might have copied them a little bit. Changed it. That's interesting. It's got Halloween-y kind of colors. Oh, these are just some solid color ones I had done because I was using these. Let's try something like this, and then okay, so we start off with the first color. So this is like a mono. I like that. Let's do that again though. Gradient. That's a more monotone, but let's add a color to it, like the orange. Maybe a nice orange. And let's go back and add another darker color, like a purpley, deep purple or something. And let's move that purple around to see what it does. I don't know that I like this reddish color. I'm gonna make that more orangey kind of color. You just play around until you get something you like. I kind of like that tone. Kind of want this to have a little bit more color to it. And then those little leaves, I'm going to try to, I kind of like those leaves. But this deep orange, yeah, I like that. It's kind of nice. Then just play around till you get something you like. And there you go. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's go test these and see how they look. I'm going to come over here to split view, and then I'm going to click on my Safari, get back over here to amandagracedesign.com and go to her pattern tester. And I'm just going to click on this, hold it down, and drag it over here. And it's on half drop, and that's what this pattern looks like that. I'm going to switch into a different one, see what that one looks like. And trying a different color. And dropping a different one. Yeah, I like it in that mocha one that they had. That's pretty neat. Let's make it bigger and look at it. Yeah, it's nice. And you remember what that pattern originally looked like? What a difference, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed this. That was a quick little lesson, wasn't it? That's pretty neat. I hope it turns out well for you guys. Let me know what you think. And thanks for the follow.